one story from one.
All right, so welcome to PLC Class 5. We're going to work on Lab 5 and Lab 6. I suspect we'll probably only get done Lab 5 today. I'm going to pull it up and we'll take a little bit of a walk through it. All right, so the idea behind this lab here, we're looking at creating a stop-start jog circuit, and we're going to be using internal bits. Okay, so one of the things we talked about in, let me record this. All right, so we're going to be looking at Lab 5 and Lab 6 today. So Lab 5 is referring to a stop-start jog circuit. This one here, hopefully, I thought it was a little bit longer than it is. I was thinking about Lab 6, which is your latches lab. Okay, so this one here, part of the point of it is to look at an internal bit, and that internal bit that you're going to look at is run relay. Let me give you an example of what this would look like in reality if you were going to assign this to a real system. So we have here, we opened up our RS Studio, and if we were going to create, let's say, a stop-start circuit, is anybody else in the same boat where they can't hear anything? Okay, so it's being recorded, and the volume should be on there. So whenever you get it figured out, you could come back and take a look at it. I guess you won't hear that if it's being. All right, so what we're going to look at is creating internal bits. And does anybody remember what an internal bit would be? Would that be a base tag, or would that be an alias tag? Base tag, perfect. Yeah, so the idea here is I'm going to install an input module and an output module. Now in the lab, you won't actually have to do this because everything is done virtually, but I want to show you what it would look like in a real situation. So I'm going to go find the PLC that I'm using, which is 110. And I'm going to download a blank program. That's just simply to make communication with the PLC. Okay, so now when I install my modules, actually before I do that, I want to show you something here. If I go up to controller tags, I can see that there's nothing here under controller tags. So when I go install my input module and my output module, it will automatically allocate memory for those inputs and outputs. So this is my output module. I'm just going to install that. And I'm going to install my input module. All right, so I've installed OW16, that's 16 outputs. I've installed IB16, that's 16 inputs. 1756 describes the series model of the controller we're using, and 1 and 2. Wouldn't anybody remember what 1 and 2 describes? So I have processor 0, output module 1, input module. Yes, perfect. That's a slot in the rack. Okay, and then when I go to controller tags, I can see there is my outputs and there is my inputs. So I'm going to go offline here. Anytime you want to actually add any rungs, you're going to do it offline. Otherwise, there's a few other things you got to do. So I'm just going to make a simple stop start here. Okay, so this is similar to what we looked at on day 1. Okay, now I'm going to create some tags, edit tags. I'm going to create a stop button. I'm going to assign that to input 0. Start button. That's going to be input 1. And I'm going to have an output, which would be, let's call this a motor coil. It'll be output, doesn't matter, I'll just pick one, output 4. All right, now here's where I'm going to create a tag called run relay. Run relay. Now this is automatically assigned, which means if I don't type anything in here, it just gets assigned. Now I'm just going to hit enter, and that gets automatically assigned to a data type that's a double integer. And what I did is I just created 31 spots in memory. Okay, so that's when I create this program here. I'm going to go stop button, start button. I'm going to go run relay, run relay, run relay. And this will be my motor coil. Okay, so if I check this to see if there's any problems with it, I can go verify routine. That's an icon at the very top, just to the right of the help button. Verify routine. It says here that I have 3 errors, and if I click on the error, it'll send me right to the first error, and it says there's an error with run relay. So let me just check that again. It says that an invalid data type, the argument must match the parameter data type. It says that it's an invalid data type. The argument must match the parameter data type. So when I went in and I create an internal bit, run relay, I left it as a double integer. Okay, so what that error meant was that this type of instruction has to be a bool. Right now I can see that it's a dint. And it has to be a bool because there was only two possibilities. There's either going to be a 0 or a 1 in that register. This instruction here is just going to look for a 0 or a 1. So if it went to the register run relay and it's seen there was 32 bits, it doesn't know which one to look at. So you can specify, you could go run relay dot 4 and so on and so forth, or I simply can go back and make that of a data type bool, which I'm going to do. So if I change that to a bool, then all of my errors should go away, and they did. So there's no more X's there. So how many instructions are in this program? How many instructions are in this program? 6. Perfect. Okay, so we're getting the hang of that. How many instructions here are of alias type tags? How many instructions? 3. 3. Yeah. So the stop button, that's an alias because you're assigned to a real input, real output. And then of course the run relay here is the internal bits. So that's pretty much what that lab, if I bring it up here. That lab is going to walk you through. So you're going to have a program down here. And then all you're going to do is you're going to connect that to factory IO and test it out. So the only difference being here is when we see these instructions, we see OL I1, stop PB I8, I9, I12. So what they did in factory IO is this. Now it explains it up here, but I'll just walk you through it. So let's say I want to connect this program to factory IO. Well, I can't assign stop button to a real input. I have to assign it to bool in whatever. So when I open up factory IO, and I go to scenes, I'll pick the converge scene. That's the one we've been working with. Okay. So if I go to file and drivers and I choose the Allen Bradley PLC, that's the Allen Bradley 5000, I can see that my stop is boolean 5. My stop is boolean 7. My start is boolean 5. So I can actually physically grab those and change them around. So I'll put stop boolean 0. I'll put start boolean 1. And then I had a conveyor. So I'll call that conveyor 1. I'll leave conveyor 1 bool out 0. So I can change these names, bool in 0, bool in 1, bool in 2. And that's what they did here under configuration. So if I go bool inputs, bool in, and I just simply change that to IN, then when I go back, it changes all my inputs to simply IN0, IN1. And I can do the same for my outputs. I can go down here and I can change those to just O for output. And when I go back here, it'll just say output 0, output 1, and so on and so forth. So it makes it a little bit more realistic when you create your program. So if I go back to my PLC program, and I'm going to change these tags. I'm going to create brand new tags, edit tags. I'll call I0. I'm not going to assign it to anything. I'll make it a bool. And I'm going to call that my stop button. I1. Not going to assign it to anything. I'll make it a bool, and I'll call that a start button. And then output 0. Capital O, 0. Make it a bool, and that's my conveyor. So I've assigned all my inputs and outputs. Now I go back to here and I'm going to change that to I0. I'm going to change my stop button to I1. Run relay, I'm going to leave because run relay is only local. Oh, did I make it IN? I better go back.
Yeah,
and look
you made
at
it IN.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. So I got to make that IN. All right, so I go back and I go controller tags, edit tags, IN. Yeah, the name's got to match whatever it is. IN. Okay. All right, so run relay is only local to the PLC itself. Run relay has nothing to do with factory IO, so I just leave it as it is. And then motor coil, I'm going to make that my conveyor. Did I do one for conveyor? No, I just got, sorry, output 0 I meant. Output 0. So I'm going to make this output 0. Okay, so now I should be able to connect this to factory IO. This is just a simple stop start. So I'm going to go communication, download. I've already made contact with my controller, so I don't have to go who's active or any of that stuff. Once you've established a communication path, it'll just hold it. Now I'm going to download this. All right, then when I go to factory IO, I can just go configuration 142.232.195.110. Go connect. All right, so it has my stop, start, and conveyor. So when I go to here and I scroll out a little bit, maybe I'll just go at an angle so you can see a bit better. I should be able to run this and then hit the start button. Then my conveyor would start. Hit my stop button and it stops. Okay, so that's just the idea behind. I keep tripping up that one. That's just the idea behind this. And what we want you to do is just think about how this stuff is wired and what it looks like. So for example, the overload contact here. So let me ask you this. With the way this is programmed right here, let me just make it bigger so you can see. The way this is programmed, it's too big. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, the way this is programmed, what can I take away from the way the overload button, the overload instruction would be wired physically in the field? So we have a starter. The starter has overloads. How would this be wired such that if the overload was tripped, then the circuit would shut off? So would the overload in this case be wired normally open, or would the overload be wired normally closed? Yeah, the overload would be wired in series with the coil. Okay, so we're saying that the overload would be wired normally closed. Okay. Well, let's look at that instruction. What does that instruction OL look for in the register for it to be true? Looks for a 0. So assuming we had a normally open, if we had a normally closed overload relay, wire it to that input 11. So if we had a normally closed overload relay wired to input 11, when would that instruction be true? When there was an overload or when there was no overload? overload or no overload if it was wired normally closed? Okay, so let's go back to what an overload is. So on a starter, there are two sets of overloads. You have a normally open overload contact, and you have a normally closed overload contact. That's the difference between a motor starter and a lighting coil, a lighting contactor. A motor starter would have a set of overloads. What's the definition of an overload? What's the difference between overload and overcurrent? Overcurrent is a fault, and an overload, as the name implies, is there's no fault there. You're just drawing more current than that motor was designed for. So you set your overload based on the FLA of the motor. You may have a service factor you can take into account there, but the long and the short of it is, it's there to trip if the current to the motor exceeds that it was designed for. That's the overload. So I have two sets of overloads. I have a normally open overload and a normally closed overload. So what you would do in the field, and I think we even show this right here, take a look at this. You see the overload contact right there? That overload, well, it's drawn as a heater coil, but it should be drawn as a contact. That contact would be normally closed right there, wired in series with the coil. And the normally open overload would be wired to the input 11. And the reason for that, if there's no overload, this instruction is true right here. How about this instruction here for the stop button? How is a stop button wired? Normally open or normally closed? Stop button is wired normally closed. So if you don't press the stop button, would that instruction be true or false? If you don't press the stop button, would that instruction be true or false? True. Yeah, so the idea here is I don't have an overload. I'm not pushing the stop button. Now I can jump to my next instruction, which is my start. If I push my start, if I push the start, and the jog is in this case would be let me think here. That would be normally closed. A normally closed push button would be my jog. So that would be sorry, my jog would be a normally open push button. So that would be true. Run relay would be true, and that would seal in. So I have a start button and I have a jog button. Now the jog button would be wired normally closed because it would be, would be wired normally open. That way it's true here when you're not pressing it. So let's assume that instead of pressing the start button, we're going to press the jog button. So there's no overload. Stop button is not pressed. Start button is not pressed. Run relay is not sealed in. Now I'm going to hit the jog button, and the jog button would provide logical continuity to the motor instruction, which energizes the motor coil. As long as I push this button, as soon as I let my finger off this button, this motor instruction is false. So when I hit the start, run relay is true, seals that in, which also seals that in, which drives the motor. Motor's running, green light's on. If there's no overload, so this is looking for an over. So if we have an overload, this instruction would be false because it's wired normally open. And if we had an overload, it would close. And this instruction would be true if you had an overload, and then the red light would come on. Okay, so that's the point of this. Just want you to walk through this example. And lab 5, no, that's lab 5. Lab 6 is your one shots. Okay. So would a latch be considered 2-wire control or 3-wire control? Would a latch be considered 2-wire control or 3-wire control? 2-wire control, yeah. So the idea is the power goes out, power comes back on, and the system starts again. Would that be considered low voltage protection or low voltage release? Perfect. Low voltage release. That would be considered low voltage release. All right. What's the minimum number of instructions I need to drive a latch? Looking at this example. What's the minimum number of instructions I need to drive a latch? 3. Let's take a look. I need the latch instruction, I need the unlatch instruction, and I need the bit I'm latching. If I don't have the unlatch instruction here, I can never unlatch it. If I don't have the latch instruction, I can never latch it. And if I don't have the bit I'm driving, then it's pointless. So I need a minimum of 3 instructions. You'll notice here that that we call the instruction latch, which is the L, and the instruction U. It has the same name, latch, latch, latch. In the example I gave in class last week, or was it earlier this week? Earlier this week, I think. We called this, I forget what we called this. We called it something other. I think we called it Frank or pencil, something like that. And the point was, what a lot of students like to do is they'll create the latch L, and then they'll assign it to L, but then they'll create a new instruction called or a new tag called unlatch and assign it to U. What you've did is you've created a bit called latch and you've created a bit called unlatch, and this won't work properly. So you create one tag, and in this example, we called it latch. Now, something I want to show you here is we show this off push button as a stop push button. But here's the problem. Take a look at this. If this was off PB right here, and it's wired normally closed, what would be the consequence up here? So if I wire, right, I would, if I did this off PB and I used a stop button that's wired normally closed, then the unlatch instruction would always be true. So in the instructions it says on push button, normally open push button, off push button, a normally open push button. But in the on the drawing here, you'll see a red push button. If you use a red push button in factory I/O, that'll be normally closed. Here we called ONPB is my push button, and this is my instruction, which is a one-shot right here, and we named the tag ONS1. So there's an example I want to show you down here, which is this right here. Download this and then open it up bigger. Okay, so the purpose of this exercise right here is to have you follow through a program which has some one-shots instructions, and it has some latch unlatch instructions, some examine on, some examine off. So this has a whole bunch of stuff in it. Okay, so let's start with some simple questions. How many instructions do you see in this program? How many instructions are in this program? 13. Perfect. How many instructions would deal with real inputs and real outputs? Now, I know if you're using factory I/O, you're not going to be able to use that. But let's say we actually wired this to stuff. How many instructions deal with real inputs and real outputs? Out of those 13 instructions. So how many are internal? How many are external? Perfect. 3. On push button would be wired to this normally open push button. On push button would be wired to this, on push button down here references this normally open push button. And this contactor here would be right here. So you have 1, 2, 3 instructions, which reference real inputs and real outputs. So if we look at the situation where we don't press this button, we have false, 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 true. The one shot would be true for how many scans? How many scans would what I should say is this negative going trigger one shot instruction here. How many scans would that be true for? Just for the first scan. So if I don't press the button, I would be true, 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 unlatch, and then this would be 0. But it wakes up as 0 anyway. So the contactor is off. All right, now let's assume we push the button and hold it. If we push the button and hold it, true or false? I'm going to put my cursor over the instruction and you tell me true or false. True. Okay, next one, true. True, perfect. Okay, so now let's look at, okay, so now we're going to keep in mind on one shot is true. Now we're going to go to this instruction here. True or false? We're pushing the button. False. Perfect. So then this is false right here. Okay, now we said the on one shot is true. So this one here, true or false? True. True or false? True, right? Because the latch is not true yet. Now it's true. Okay, so now the latch is true. And this is false. So this is true, this is false. Now this is true, and the contactor is energized. And it stays that way as long as I have my finger on the button. Because when I go back up, true. Yes, this is no longer true, right? This is no longer true, but this is a latch. So even though this is false right here, it doesn't matter. It's latched in because I had already pushed the button once and held it. The unlatch is still false, and this is still true, and the contactor's on. Then when I let my finger off the button, then this goes false, this goes false. This was already false. Now here's where it unlatches, because this will now be true. This goes from a 0 to a 1. This negative growing trigger is true, which makes this instruction true, which makes the unlatch instruction true, which drops out the contactor. So the only this program here serves no practical purpose, because you got the same thing right there. If you made this your push button and that your output, this right here does the same as all of this. The only point of this is to have you folks go through it and discuss what's happening, because there's 3 of the 3, 4, 5 instructions that you have to know for the test. You have to know the examine on, you have to know the examine off, you have to know how the one shot works, and you have to know how the latch works. And this has all of that stuff in there. And that's basically it for today. So there's not a lot there for today. If you get through lab 5 and lab 6, then you're good to call it a weekend. Let me go back to our class here. And like I said, if you feel your time is not well spent working in these groups, then then I'm going to leave that up to you. But if you do go into the groups, then I want you to participate, because it's the situation I've had since we've gone online is I'll get students saying, you know what, there's people that they logged in, they just left, they didn't they're not there, they're not participating or anything like that. That's not really helpful. I'm not grinding anybody for marks here. I just want you to learn how this stuff works. So so if you're going to go in these groups, then please work as a group. And then if you're not sure how something works, make sure you jump out, get me, and then I'll come in and explain it. So the idea here is you're gonna work with each other to try to talk yourselves through it, and then when you get stuck, jump out, and I'm going to come in and help explain it. All right, so I'm going to break us off into the groups, and like I said, when you're done lab 5 and 6, you're done for the day. You can call it a weekend. Okay, so breakout rooms. Don't be in a rush to finish though. It's all good stuff. And we'll do 1:30. What time is it? 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. We'll do 2 hours. All right, away we go.
the whole thing, like make the tags and link everything to the proper bool in, bool out.
Yeah, like that stuff. Like I
So once
I
you
get
have
so
all
confused
that,
at all that stuff. Then
so
making
once
the
you have all
tags
that, you can
and
go back to the same RSHU communications, and then if you have everything set up, then you can just download it right away onto that IP address.
sorry, say that again.
So like you have your whole program set up with all your proper tags, and then you can go to the same spot you just were, like RSHU, choose the right IP address, and then download it.
Hey, can we just make like a simple one? Like
Yeah,
can I just
sure,
grab
yeah.
this one? Okay, sure. Okay, so let's say make a contact. Okay, like a simple one. Is this like? Oh, no.
You have to add it next to the left side. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, that's just the on, and then that's it.
So yeah, you can label the left one start button, and the right one, your output can be a red light, whatever.
So I just go new tag, right?
You can do it that way, yeah.
Oh, how should I do it?
On the left side, or on the file, you see controller tags. Controller tags up at the top.
Oh, sorry, control tag. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, double click that.
Double clicking. Okay.
And at the bottom, you'll see edit tags.
Okay. Oh, edit tag. Okay.
Yeah, so now you can make your own tag.
Okay. Over here on the top.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can name that start button.
Okay.
Or you can name it, Boolean 1. Just call it that, actually.
Boolean 1.
Yeah, we'll just make it simple. So Boolean 1, all capitals.
Bool. Okay. Bool. And do I need the under like that little?
When you hit space, it doesn't underscore.
Oh, does it? Okay. Oh, sorry. Bool in 1. Okay.
And then if you go to the data type,
Data type. Okay. Yeah.
bool.
Didn't.
You want that to be bool. So you can just type in bool there.
Okay.
Hit enter. There you go.
Okay.
And now make one more. That's going to be red light.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So just put red light, or just put bool in 2.
Call it bool out 2.
Bool out 2.
Because it's going to be now your output for the light.
Okay, give me 1 second there. Sorry. Sorry. Bool out 2.
And then again, data type is going to be bool.
And then bool. Okay, so I do that. Change to bool. Okay.
And so now if you go back, like you see where it says highlighted controller tags, the highlighted tab.
Sorry, 1 sec. Highlight tab. Which one? This one?
Like the highlighted tab, which is controller tags in the middle.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah, you can go right at left next to it says main program. You can back to your other spot.
Oh,
so now your input, you can call it Boolean, whatever it was, Boolean 1 we had.
This one?
Yeah.
Will be on here? Oh, there. Oh, cool. That's how you do it. Okay. Boolean 1, and then this one, same thing.
Should be bool out. For some reason, it's not there. So go back to controller tags.
Okay.
Hit enter. You have to hit enter
sorry.
there.
Okay.
There you go. So now it's made.
This should be bool out.
There you go.
Oh, what the hell?
And so now, if you go back to
Now what do I
communications,
do? Communications. Oh, at the
top
top here. Okay.
Or who's active?
Sorry. Who active?
Who's active? Yeah.
Okay.
And now select the controller. It's properly selected, 120, and now you can hit download.
120. This one. Okay, and then download.
Yeah, because now you're going to download the program you just made onto the IP address.
And I just click download here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
yes.
you want it to be in run mode.
Okay.
And you'll see in the top left, you'll see there's the 2 green
Oh,
highlighted
okay.
bars.
That's how you make it green. Okay.
Exactly. In the case that it's not in run mode, you can go to communications right now. Go click communications.
Okay, so yeah, sorry.
So there, if you can have the option to put in program mode or run mode. So
Oh,
if
so you can do it.
if you have it in program mode by accident when you're online, you can go there and put it in run mode.
Okay.
So now you want to open Factory IO.
Yeah, I have that. Factory, okay, yeah.
So now you can either hit File Drivers or just hit F4.
F4.
Yeah, it'll open the File Drivers section.
Oh, I gotta write this down. F4. Okay. Okay, so driver, and then which one do I pick?
We're using the Logix 5000.
Oh, Alan Bradley thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now.
From here, you need to go to Configuration to enter your IP address.
Okay. Configuration.
And there in the host.
Right. What was that? Oh,
Now
right.
you put an IP address you have.
Is that the one from that? Where is it?
The easiest way to find it is if you go back to the Logix.
Oh, here.
So
Okay.
right there, you'll see it says 142.232.195.120.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah, that's it there.
Okay. Shit. Oh shit. 142.232.195.20. And I just enter it here.
Yep.
Okay. Now, do I have to do anything here?
That's it. No, that's it. You just go back now.
Oh, it just automatically saves it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And now always the last thing you have to do is hit connect. And we should see boolean 1 and boolean 2 light up.
Oh, snap.
And so now you're gonna need to drag and drop like the start for boolean.
I just like from the left side or the right side?
Yeah, so
Just
yeah,
like
so where it says start,
yeah.
drag it up to boolean 1.
Oh, snap. Okay.
And
And
then
then
the same for the red light or whichever light you want. You can do start light. Why not?
Where's that one? Starlight. There you go. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Oh shit, Roman. Damn, I'm pretty bad. Okay. Cool. Now what do I do?
So now if you hit the back arrow,
Back arrow. Okay.
and you hit the big play button in the top middle, now you should be able to hit the start button and it should light up.
Oh snap!
And then if you're able,
There you go.
Snap! Fuck!
If you're able to open both,
You know how long I've been trying
on
to
the
figure this
Logix
shit
program.
out, like going back and forth. This stuff is so hard.
So yeah, if you open both windows, you can see on the Logix
Wait,
program.
oh, you have to go play, right? To do it. Ah, fuck, I'm stupid.
Yes, yeah. Yes.
I'm like, what the fuck? How come it's not working?
So yeah, if you open both windows, you can see on the Logix program how it's actually actuating the program.
Oh, okay.
So like make that one full screen, or yeah, you have to make that one full screen and the factory IO smaller.
Oh shit! Well, wait, play mode. Whoops.
You're gonna have to make the Logix full screen and the factory IO smaller window for it to work now.
What the hell I do?
Just so you can see both of them.
Sorry, I have to make the what full screen?
Make that one full screen, the Logix, and then make the factory IO a smaller screen, and then you can see it working.
Okay.
And so now when you hit it, you'll see it light up. There you go.
Oh shit! Fuck, man! Finally, I got this thing going. Thanks, guys.
I know, where is it?
You guys are awesome.
You just gotta play around with it a lot. I feel like
That
me,
was-
just like I just dicked around a long time and I got it in the end.
I was sticking around with it for the longest time, and then I was trying to go over what he's talking about, and like I just couldn't. For the love of life for me, I just couldn't figure it out. Like
Milan got forced to be the
I know. I'm like,
boss every
I'm
game.
missing something, and I couldn't get this Boolean stuff to go in with the Boolean of the factory, and I'm like, what am I supposed to write here?
Like the other big thing is now if you ever make a change to the program, you have to go back to that driver section, disconnect the factory IO, So hit file.
Go back to
drivers.
this one.
No, go back to factory IO first.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And then if you go file drivers.
Drivers. Okay.
So here you have to hit disconnect first before you make any changes.
Okay. So once I'm done, I just disconnect. Okay.
So yeah, so disconnect there.
Oh, for any changes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so disconnect right now.
Every time, like if I add something, like if I'm adding on to
Every
the.
time. Every time. So yeah, right now there's two things you have to do. You have to disconnect here.
Okay.
And then go to the logics now.
Yeah.
Then you have to go communications, go offline. Your window moved for some reason. Now it's in the middle bottom.
Oh fuck yeah. I'm sorry.
So there, they have to go offline.
Offline. Okay.
So
I have to do that every time I change something here, right?
Yeah.
Every time I change something here, I have to do that.
You have to download it again. Go back to factory IO, go online, connect, and then it will work.
Sorry, say again.
So now if you can make changes,
Yeah.
you have to, when you're done, you have to go communications, download. If you make changes, like
Yeah.
re-download the program, and then go back to factory IO, hit connect, and then it will work.
So let's say I want to add another rung with a bunch of other stuff. Do I have to do it now or do I have to connect first?
No, you have to be offline.
So right now, okay, so I'm offline. So now I can add my like an extra rung or whatever.
Yeah, so now you can do whatever you want.
And do whatever, right? And then
Yeah.
go back here and then go download.
Exactly.
And then after download and then what's after that again?
And then when you're in factory IO, you have to connect again, and then it'll work.
Connect. Okay, right. Back there.
But you always have to make sure that you disconnect and go offline when you make changes.
Okay, remember to go offline. I got it.
Do you want to try the stop start jog now?
Oh, for real? Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
So I just go new, right? Just a new.
You are now on.
No, I mean just clear that one.
Just continue on this one. How do I clear all of it? Like, if I wanted to start fresh, how do I clear all of it?
If you right click, and it should be select all function, I think. If you just right click out in space, like not on
space. Oh, select all, yeah.
And now you can hit delete on the keyboard.
Select all and then delete. Oh, sweet.
There you go.
Man. Where are we at? 5. Okay. So are we doing 5 then?
Sure. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool. Okay. So I'll just add the first few things.
All right.
That's that. There. There. Oh, we need this thing, right? Oh, how do you get a double? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oops. This way. Oh, come back here. Down here. There you go. And then another thing.
Oh yeah, there's a couple stacked on top of each other there, eh?
Yeah. That one. And there's another here. And there's a closed here. And then open here. Okay. And then one over here, I believe. That look right? Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That is this, and then there's this. All right. Control tags, right?
You are now unmuted.
Oops. All right. Control tags. Okay.
Are you
You
doing
are now
tags?
muted.
Yeah. Should I crap. I don't know. Did I leave it at Boolean 1 and 2? And then just add another one?
You can just make a well, actually, because you got that as your start. Fuck. Sorry.
No worries. Should I just change the names? Or
Yeah,
leave
you can
it
just
as-
change it. Fuck it.
Okay.
Might make it easier.
Oops.
Just gonna stop, start.
Why can't I delete this?
You are
Nope,
now
not letting me
unmuted.
delete it. Okay. Okay, how do I do that? Edit tags. Oh, edit tags. Yeah, you're right. Keep forgetting. Thank you. So- well, welcome.
Okay.
Okay, start, stop.
You
Oh,
are
just
now
write
muted.
that push button.
No, you stop, start's right. The next one's
Okay.
overload. Just
Overload.
Yeah.
And then there's bool, right? Oops.
Yeah.
Is it bool or
Yeah. Data type bool. There's jog.
jog? Oops. Go back. Bool.
Then motor.
Over.
Then you got green light,
Okay.
and then red light.
Green light. Green light. Red light. Okay, green light, red light, and
That was it, yeah.
cool.
And then just gotta pop those puppies on there.
How about the run relay?
Oh, is there? Oh yeah,
You are now unmuted.
yeah. There's run relay.
Should I put that in as well?
Yeah.
That one's what? A dent? Oh, so are they like R relay the dents or? Okay. It's okay. Is that it?
You are now muted.
I believe so.
Okay, so I just go back to main program, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then
You are now
That
unmuted.
guy's OL. Yeah, the second one there. There's third line down. There's one too many boxes in the middle.
oh, this one? Yeah. Oh, whoops. Can I extend it to? Oh, damn it. Ah, okay, so I delete it. How do I delete it? Delete branch. Okay, so I'll just make one here. Okay, so that's this one, two. That's the third one. Okay, now how do I make another one? So is it the same thing? Oh no,
No,
that's
you
not
have to drag it to the other one. Like where you just put the output. Not output, but the brackets.
over here.
No, downward, down. Yeah, right there. And then you can move it over, move the stuff where you need to.
What the hell?
I think the other
Oh,
one,
no.
when you had
Right,
that, yeah, outside
Yeah,
was correct.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
You're
Oh, and I'm
missing one
missing,
more. Yeah.
Yes. Right there.
Yeah,
That,
there
is
you
that
go.
okay?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so once you got all those stuff, and then it's gotta read all these. This one was the overload. This one was the stop. Start, right?
You are now muted.
Yes. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. Like I said, I'm really bad at this.
You are
Oh
now
no,
unmuted.
it's good, yo.
No
It's better you
worries.
know how to do it than you don't know how to do it, and you're just
Yeah.
fucked.
Oh, I've already fucked for a long time. I was trying to figure out for the longest time, like, what the hell am I doing wrong?
I might have missed it, but how do you
Oh.
get this to work with the factory IO when you don't have it named as like how the factory IO, you know, the F4 where it shows the list of devices? You know
Yeah,
how
he's telling me
it's
to
like,
go to drivers, and then from there you connect it.
yeah, but it doesn't have the same like name. Don't you have to name it like the same names, like Boolean 1, Boolean 2? Or
See,
to work?
originally that's what I thought, but then I don't know. According to what I've learned, it's just the control tags. You make it a bool
Yeah,
thing
but
already.
the control tags right now, because even though you have it as a bool, it doesn't know which bool is what.
Oh, we drag and drop it on the factory IO, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's how it's right. You drag and
That's
drop
a-
where you want the
Yeah,
bools.
you drag and drop, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Let's see how it works. And then I'll
So, I was in a worse space than you earlier today, but these guys helped me out quite a bit.
Oh, it's all Milan. He's got a little bit of practice out. We made him do it in 2 labs already,
That's nice.
and he's playing with it. So I think he's pretty good with it.
I'm sorry, green light. Oops. Green light.
I think as long as there was like one of us that understands how to do it, that could guide other people to how to do it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
that would
good.
help.
Like in my last group, I think Clarence. Let's see. I was outside in the main chat room because Clarence had his headphones off, and so he couldn't hear me, and then he wasn't quite reading the chat either. So I sat there for like half an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, for a long time you're out, right? You weren't
Yeah.
even joined to anybody. I know that happened to me a couple times already. Like,
Yeah, and then when he finally responded, one of the guys
wait,
from another group. One of the guys from
everyone's
another
saying
group
he
was
puts his
like, "I
headphones
need
on?
help."
He puts his headphones on? Why is everybody saying that?
What?
Everyone's saying that same thing. They, oh, he always puts his headphones on. I'm like, really?
Oh,
Anyways, when one guy came out for help, I was like, "Wait, put me in that group too. I want a group that talks." So I joined the group, and then Clarence was supposed to come in to help, but he didn't help. So, but then I kind of knew how to do it because he actually got him to come into my first group to show me how to do it. I guess he didn't go into everybody's group to show.
At least you got in.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, straight.
So other guys are saying that he didn't explain it very well. I think he was
He
like,
goes,
just being like
he
too
goes pretty
difficult about it.
fast.
I think he's just making it too, like, too detailed and too difficult
Oh, there's an extra one.
rather than keeping it simple.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you just delete your run relay?
Oh, I think I had 2 because I think I had an extra one.
No, the run relay, you're supposed to have the brackets.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, do this one.
And add another one back in.
And there you go. This one literally.
It goes inside the.
There. Is that right?
It goes inside the
Oh,
branch.
sorry. Damn it. Oh man. What the hell did I do?
I don't know.
Move in.
Delete and re-add.
You know, is there a back button? Oh, there's a back button. All right.
There we go.
If I had it here. Oh no. Okay, how do I do this now?
I think you just need to delete it and then re-put it in. I saw the option to put it in there when you're dragging it in. Oh, there you go.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. Run relay. Good. Okay.
Everything else looks
Looks
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, am I? Do I got it right this time?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, sweet. Thanks. Okay. Okay, now after this, do I just go download?
You go online, and it'll ask you to download.
Okay. Say go online and then download, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep. Now you go over to
Factory.
the factory IO.
But I'm not a run mode though.
Oh.
So what did I do wrong?
So
Like it's not green on the sides here.
there's
Yeah.
probably some errors going on.
Yeah, we got to figure out what that X is before we can move forward.
Stop. Is it because of the names? Like you had double names? Or you mean
No, you can have double names.
You see how on the the Word document, even though they have like start, stop, and all that, it still has the like the I11 or I8, which means input 8, input 11. We're missing that on ours, which is equivalent to like boolean 8, boolean 11.
Yeah.
I was probably asleep for this part, but does anyone remember how he gets it on there? Is it the alias?
Try right clicking and then edit properties. I think he's something about properties. Edit properties. Like maybe
What
can I
are you trying
change
to
it
connect
here?
It would be for
Sorry, I
the,
was
it
gone
would
for a
be
bit.
in the
Trying to connect
controller
stop button
tags.
to the bool.
Sorry?
Are you trying to connect that stop to the bool?
If,
This one here?
are you looking at the Word document right now?
I'm not. No, I'm looking at just the screen here.
Oh, if you open up the Word document and you look at the example which we followed to make this, it'll show that under, like, let's say the first one, the overload, it'll show inside these, like, two pointer bracket things, I11, which is the, basically, like, the bool out 11.
We're just trying to clear the fault.
Yeah, I think that's what we're missing to clear the fault. Probably.
Like, are your tags? If you go to the controller tags menu,
Yeah.
so
Is it
yeah,
because
the
of names
problem is,
here?
No, the problem is, yeah, you want to make a int as well, but the problem is you have nothing, like these tags are not connected in any way to the bool functions. So right now they're just like baseless tags, kind of, as far as the program's concerned.
Okay, so that's okay? Or
Well, like, so you want to, like where it says alias for,
yeah?
you want to be able to alias it to a certain bool function. So that's why you need to, like, underneath, you have to make new tags saying like boolean 1 all the way to 9, bool out 1 to 9. And then you can alias those to the button.
Yeah, alias for I8, I9, I11, I12.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, so that's where I write that?
So yeah, you can go in the start. We can do it right now.
Sure, start.
Yeah. So your start will be I9.
Yeah.
Your stop that's what's next, right?
You have
I8.
an X on it now.
Yeah, because you have to make that tag first. You have to like make a new tag, and it has to be called I9. Because you have to alias the tag. You have the name to an existing tag. It's because right now I9, the program doesn't know what that is.
Yeah, I get you.
No. Oops. So now what?
So yeah, now like you have to make new tags at the bottom, and you have to call one I9, I8, and all the ones you're using.
Oh, it's like new one like this?
Exactly. Yeah, make them bold as well.
Okay.
And so like, here as an example, quickly right now. So go to start button, and alias 4, and you can select I9 now. There.
Oh, okay.
Now it's selected. Yeah. So if you go back to your main program, if you go to the main routine now,
yeah,
you'll see how with the start button, it's alias to I9.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The part that I was asleep for.
Do we have to have that way? Do we have to have this?
Yeah, because that's how it connects to the program. That's what I was trying to kind of like explain.
because
But
last
not
time we
explain.
didn't the easy one. We didn't do that, and it still worked.
Because the easy one, we just called it bool in. We didn't
Yeah.
give it a name, saying start or green light or whatever. Where here's we're actually giving it a name and assigning it a input. Whereas before we were assigning inputs.
Oh, so for all these, I have to do like that then.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You have to give. Yeah. You want to give it a name plus assign the input or output.
You start with I11, and we use bool, and I11 was overload. So okay, I8. Oops. Okay. Bool. I8 was the stop. Okay. I12. I12 was jog. What are we missing here? 00. Oh, IO. Oh, wait. O 0. And that was a motor. One. Oops. One was green light. Okay, and the last. Two. Red. Run relay. I think. Okay. What about the run relay?
The run relay is a dint, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, okay, cool.
So let's check the main routine and see if that fixed it. The main program.
Main routine.
So you're probably gonna have to make it go back online because it's still offline.
You go online. Download, right?
Yeah.
Download.
Still says there's errors. There's the check mark button. Up there, it'll tell you what's wrong. Remember the check? No, go up.
Where is it?
Up more.
It's the
Oh, this one?
green check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Verify routine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Error run.
So
0.
there's something wrong with the XIC. So that one that you're putting it on.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Three errors.
Must match parameter type. The heck does that mean?
This is top, right? And then it's high.
If you go back to, yeah, there, let's see. All tags that's set up below. It's a style, it's supposed to be decimal style, but that's not even an option on here.
Is the run relay supposed to be a dent?
I can change it to a bool.
I gotta make the run relay a bool. Yeah,
Let's try that.
I think that's the problem.
Ta-da!
Oh, wow.
There we
Then
go.
what was the thing that he put as a dint then?
I think maybe to show you it won't work.
To show that it won't work? Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so now I can download.
Go online.
Oh, I don't. Oh, I'm online? No, it's not running.
Well, as soon as you download it, it's gonna go online.
Big money, big money, big money. Give me green, give me green. Oh wait, is it program? No. It should be run mode, right?
You check communications.
And go run mode.
Yeah.
Run mode. Yes.
There we go. Green
Yeah. Woo. Woo.
Alright, let's go back to factory IO.
Alright. Whew. Oops. Sorry, one sec. Okay.
So now you go back to configuration. We're gonna have to change all those bools into just like ins and outs.
That's the right IP, right?
So under prefix,
Yeah.
for the bool
Yeah.
input, just change it to just plain in or I. I think it's just I.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it matches what you have in the logics.
So delete
Bool in.
delete bool in and type the letter I.
Okay. So delete this whole thing?
Yeah.
And just type the letter I?
Yeah. And then for bool out, same thing, but type the letter O.
Oh.
and then you go back.
Why am I doing this again? The I and O?
Because we're not using bool in or bool out. Instead, we're using the letter I and the letter O.
Okay.
All we're doing is making it match the the Logic Studio. As long as the names match, then
Yeah.
the program will know what to communicate with itself.
Okay, so sorry, after this was
And then you'd go back.
okay, go back.
And connect.
You had to drag the stuff in first. Like the start, stop, and all that.
Oh, okay. I got the where is it? Where's all the start stuff? Oh, start here, okay, start, stop.
So stop is number 8 in.
Stop is 8 in, okay.
Yeah, start is 9.
Start is 9. Oh, was motor, right? This one.
Yeah.
Is there a motor somewhere? Actuator?
I think you have to add something in there to make it a motor, or like a conveyor belt or something. So the motor
Okay.
is probably just a conveyor belt that's already on there.
Okay. Okay, so it's already on. Yeah, sorry. 01 was. Oh, sorry.
01's the green light, and 02's the
The
red
green
light.
light. Where's my lights?
There's the stack light over there on the side under actuators.
Yeah. Oh, here, green light. 01 and red light. Number 2, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you might have to disconnect that to reconnect it, maybe.
Okay,
Because you
disconnect.
swap some stuff around.
Connect.
I think we're good.
Good.
Give it a whirl.
Except this not lit up in green. That's weird.
There you go.
Yeah, there's,
Oh my
there's the
God.
conveyor belt.
You can open up both programs so you can see it.
Oh shit, it's gonna fall. Make it fall, make it fall, make it fall. Oh, is the red light supposed to come on when you press stop? Or
Well, Sebastian, I'll open up both programs so you can see what's happening.
oh, sorry.
We have that one big.
Enlarge this one, right?
Yeah, make
Yeah.
that one bigger and then make the factory eye a little smaller.
Sorry, one sec. Okay, so enlarge this one. And crap, where's my factory IO? Hang on, this one's. There we go. Ah, crap. Where'd he go? Fuck, I'm bad with computers. Okay. Will this work?
You can probably zoom in on that control panel a little more.
Oh. Oh, zoom into the.
Is it-
There you go.
Sweet, I'm bad at this, but. Oops. Okay. All right. So press the green button. Relay. Blah blah blah. Green light. Stop. I don't get a stop.
The red
No red
light will only activate when it's overloaded. The overload?
How do I make it overload?
I have no idea. Oh, the overload's supposed to be the that handoff.
If you right click
model
on the
thing.
overload or the logics, you can hit toggle bit and simulate an overload.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Go
So-
back to the logic one here.
Yeah,
So
right
you go
click,
there.
Yeah.
click on
So
the
right
overload.
click the overload at the top.
Oh, the top. Okay, right click.
Right click it and hit toggle bit.
Toggle bit.
And there,
And go
red
back
light's
to
on.
factory
yeah.
IO.
I see.
So
Now
go
you
back to
simulate
the
another
factory
one,
IO
yeah.
and it should be red.
Yeah, factory IO. Oops. Man, this thing. Where's my factory IO? There it is. Oh, there, like, sweet. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. And I can just toggle it back. Cool.
All right.
Awesome. I'm gonna set this. Sure. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I think I learned more today than I did in the last 3 days. I was like struggling with it so long trying to figure out how to do this.
That seems to be a common thing. Every time I'm in a group that gets this program running and actually like gets it going, it's like, oh, I learned more than I learned everywhere.
That's all right though.
Banging my head.
Should we do part B?
Can somebody else do now? I'm
We
tired.
already got it running. Don't make it start over.
Okay, where are we? Lab.
You add a rung comment to the PLC.
So add another run? Or just
I
add
think
one?
you want you to click on the overload with the red light, and then, right? Is that what it wants? Yeah, click on the last rung and then right-click it and press Edit Rung Comment.
This one here?
Click on the rung itself.
Oh.
Yeah. And then right-click it.
Oh, am I adding a run?
Edit.
No, I think it says it wants you to edit rung. Which part does it want you to click on?
The top.
It says it wants you to edit the rung comments.
Which one is that? The only one that let me.
If you click the wrong number,
Do you have to stop the green light? Stop first or run mode or? Am I
yeah, you probably have to do that first.
To program mode or offline?
Offline.
Offline. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. What am I editing?
So it says procedure for part B. To create a rung comment for the top rung, proceed as follows. Create space for the comment by right-clicking the rung number. So.
Oh, rung number. Okay.
So it says wants you to do for
edit rung
for the top rung. So rung 0.
Top rung. Okay. Yeah. Right click. Okay.
Edit rung comment.
Edit rung comment.
I didn't read that. There's a lot of words.
Is that right? Oh, here, comment. Oh, comment.
Oh, is this saying that you could?
What is this actually doing?
I think maybe you're just giving like a description of what it actually does.
Oh.
So for the example that they gave.
Oh, you're making your own error code or error thing? Troubleshooting?
No, for this example here, they did the green light shows that the motor is running.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. And that's it for 5?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, create a rung comment on each
Yeah.
Well, I
rung.
guess you could type something and see what happens.
Yeah, type something.
Small system, the
Whatever
short.
tickles your fancy.
Okay, for the rung, they put 1 equals task is inhibited, 0 task is active.
For the 0 or for 1? For rung 1 or rung 0?
For the entire rung, they typed
Oh.
1 equals task is inhibited. And then 0 equals task is active.
Is active.
Yeah, that's
Is it?
the check mark there
Going
and
up?
see what happens.
That seems easy enough.
So I think you need to press that check mark to press like
What
have
is-
it enter.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Check. Okay.
Um,
Ah.
And then next one, they want like to go on to that green light. Right click it.
This green light?
No, the green light like 0 output 1.
Output 1.
So on the first rung number
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Rung number 1.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry, one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then green light at the far right.
Okay.
So you right click it. And then what is it? Edit menu operand description.
No,
Edit
operating. Yeah.
main
Front.
operand.
Yeah.
And then this is where they wrote like the green light shows that the motor is running.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah. Green light is running. Cool. Oh, green light and then 0, 1.
No, that's
right?
just the instruction itself.
Cool.
So there.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
And that's the end of lab 5.
Yeah. You burned through that. That's good shit.
Awesome.
All right. I'm on 6. All right, you done do the same thing all over again, or what?
Maybe somebody else is faster than me.
You did a good time.
You're
You
slow, that's why.
barely took an hour, and you learned how to do it, and did the lab in the hour. So
Okay, cool. I don't mind if you guys don't mind.
I don't care. No,
My slow movement
You
there.
are now unmuted.
No, I
Let's
don't
make a
care.
new one then. New.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think anyone else cares.
It doesn't matter to me.
Lab 6. I know you guys are probably already done by now.
No, I'm just watching it going along with you. I'm not done.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought some of the guys already like finished and they're like, oh, okay, let's just see what these guys are doing.
No, most everybody doesn't want to be doing it, and since you've already started, we'll just let you keep on going.
Yeah,
Thanks.
perfect.
At least
Yeah,
I'm going
the
to be
last
brutally honest with you. I don't want to do it. You're already doing it. Just keep rolling.
Okay, thanks. In the last group, some guys are already on like 7 or 8, lab 7 or 8 or something. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh fuck. Burning
They got
through
that
it.
far already? Holy shit. I felt so stupid. I'm like, oh, I'm only like this lab. Okay, main. Control tags, right? Edit tags. Oh wait, I gotta make the thing first. Oops. Am I making this part A, like that diagram? Or that
I
I think so.
think so.
Yeah, that's the only diagram I see. Sebastian, do you have like some kind of like wind chime going on in your background?
Wind chime?
Yeah.
You in a call center?
No. I'm in my I'm actually in the crawl space right now. 'Cause-
Crawl space.
Yeah, it's
That's
cooler
tough.
down here, man.
Oh, yo, that, yeah.
It's nice and cool in the crawl space.
Yeah, okay.
Channeling your Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's not that bad outside.
Well, now before, like when it was that those last few days when it was like super hot,
Yeah.
I was upstairs. I couldn't even focus. It was so hot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, fuck this. I'm moving all my shit downstairs. Put in the crawl space. Oh, the thing you're probably hearing is the pipes from the laundry, probably.
Ah.
You have all the, I have the pipes running around. I have the pipes running.
Sound?
Sorry?
It's like this high pitched, like almost like ringing sound.
Is it this thing? Hang on. Like that?
No, let's
No?
not hear it.
Okay.
It's going like.
Make the sound. Make the sound. It's going like.
I can't
It
do
sounds like a
it.
wind chime.
Yeah, it sounds like a wind chime tinging in the wind.
That's so weird. I don't have anything like that. The only thing is the pipes.
Weird
It's been
sound
like
for a
going
pipe.
since I entered this room like 30 minutes ago.
Laundry's been going on for a while. I think it's a laundry. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, probably. It's okay.
Wife's doing the laundry right now. Sorry. Unless somebody else wants to take over, then I can mute my stuff.
I don't know.
No, it's alright. I'm just wondering
If
what
it's
it
too
is.
loud, sorry.
because
I mean,
I thought it was like a wind chime or something just constantly going off.
Actually, bring the computer outside.
Yeah, we thought you were on the beach for a sec. Fuck.
Oh, I wish I was on the
On your
beach.
back porch or something.
Couldn't afford a place by the beach. Sorry, and so once I got this set up, I gotta go to control tags, right? Edit tags,
Oh yeah.
and then just
So
bool,
Then you
right?
just name it the same thing, like on, push button, off,
Oh,
flash.
On push buttons to say, and make them all bools, right? No dints.
Yeah.
yeah, and we need to do the alias too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bool, latch, and then contactor, door. Okay, and then it's the alias, right? Alias one. Is there something about the alias? Is there a number for the alias thing?
He didn't give us an alias.
We can you wanna make one.
Next
We can make it.
on the... Oh yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Do you want to make one for the thing? Like 1, 2,
So
3 or something?
I think what they're using is I-14, I-15, and 06. That's what it looks like if I scroll down a bit more on the Word doc.
Oh yeah. The next page. That's what they're using. Yeah.
So, sorry. Where? Oh, the address.
Yeah.
We're on
So
that. Oh, I-14, I-15.
yeah.
Okay. So
And the strobe is 06.
So I-14.
I don't know where the strobe comes in. Is that maybe the latch?
I-14 was the push button on push button. I-14 and I-15 push button off. Okay. What else am I missing?
So output 6, so 06.
06. Yeah.
And that's for the strobe, but I don't know where that strobe comes in. It's probably the contactor, I would assume.
Contactor?
I think.
I can make it that if you like. Strobe light. Oh, that thing in the top? This thing? This is strobe light? Like that. Sorry. I'm looking at the picture.
If you're pointing at something, I can't see it.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. I was looking at the picture. I don't have the right thing, but on the diagram, there's that on top of the box there. There's that little strobe thing on top.
Yeah, that
There's
thing.
one right to your side, the right.
So if you open up your
How do I add that thing?
I don't know. You must have closed it like I did one time.
Do you remember how you got it back?
I couldn't figure out how to open it again.
I was gonna have to get it back. I think.
I don't
I
know,
remember how to get it back.
Maybe if you hit run and then hit pause, it'll come back up. Like hit the stop button.
Stop button. Oh, there you go. Oh, Sam, you're right.
There you go.
Oh, this thing. Yeah.
Did you figure out how to put it on top of the box?
No, for some reason my computer doesn't let me do all these crazy things.
Click and hold the V button. V for Victor.
Okay, V button.
V.
Oh snap! There we go. Oops. Now how do I move it back now?
You're not in a very good angle for.
There you go. I got it. Stay.
All right. Did you finish your the ladder diagram? I don't think you did, right?
No, I'm going back. Sorry.
Okay.
There we go. It's over here. Okay.
So go back to the main program.
Yeah.
And for the latches, there are actually like the brackets with the U and the L. You want to use those ones instead.
Oh shoot! Sorry. And delete that one. This is the L. And this one was the U. U. Okay. And is this all for the controllers? Or what?
I guess so.
latch? Nothing for the latch thing, or?
I'm not sure what to put the latch as, so.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to do that either.
I don't think you need to put anything for latch. Probably. We could try it without putting anything and see if it works.
Okay.
So now you just need to put the names or the tags onto the instructions.
Latch. Latch. Latch and conductor. Okay. Ooh. No problem.
Looks good. There's no X's.
This is that you go online, right? And it'll ask me to download?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I do here?
Communication path needed.
Oh, maybe. What the fuck?
Are you maybe you're not connected to the so go on communications, click on who's active. Yeah, you're not connected to any of them.
Okay. Just gotta go. We're at 120, right?
Yeah.
And then go download or upload?
Download.
Download. Yes. Yeah.
All
There we
right,
go.
let's go to the factory IO.
I can remember that. Check the communication. Okay. All right. Sorry. Now what?
Factory IO. And then you're
Factory
gonna
IO.
go hit the F4 button.
Oh, I guess I gotta change this thing, right, to a push button and stuff.
I don't think you need to because there are already push buttons there.
Probably sorry, like the labeling, like the one in the picture.
Oh.
Or no?
Oh, you don't have to label it.
Okay.
Okay.
So F4.
Yeah.
F4.
And we're using number of 14. We don't even have 14 and 15.
Oh, should I disconnect and then connect again, or?
No, we need to change it because we don't have 14 and 15.
Yeah, it
So-
goes to 13.
Was this where he made the 16 input, 16 output?
Is it? But
Probably.
I don't think you could change the outputs on this thing here because this is the factory IO.
Is it?
I guess we could just change the Logix 5000, change the inputs to, I don't know, you could change it to 7 and 8 since you already have it on 7 and 8.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
So change which one?
Yeah, change the
Instead of 14 and 15,
Yeah.
just go like was it 7 and 8?
Yeah.
So
Any number
on
below
and 7.
any number below 10. 10 and below.
Okay, so I 7, 8.
Without the 0.
Oops, I 8.
Yeah.
Up there, 8. And I 9. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I 8 and I 9. Okay. And then do you have to do anything else again on this one?
You'll
Like to
have
make it
to
confirm?
re-download it.
Have to what? Re-download?
Yeah. So go offline and then go back on because we changed something.
Okay. Okay. Guess that's the annoying part. I get to keep doing that. Okay, we're at run mode. Should I go back to factory IO?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have the start. So we'll need to put the start on 8. So this switch
start
places.
on 8.
Yeah, so
Okay.
swap those two. And then look for the strobe light under actuators. You probably have to scroll down.
On the actuator,
Probably
strobe
the
light.
warning light, right? At the very bottom,
Sorry. Warning light? Yeah.
maybe.
Okay, where's that one going?
It's going to output 6. So on the right side,
6, sorry.
I'm guessing that's the strobe light. Okay.
Okay.
So now you
And
press
then-
disconnect and then reconnect.
The hell? Where my connect go? Oh, there. There you go. Connect. Ah.
All right, let's
Alright,
see if
start,
that's
stop.
let's see if that's the correct strobe light.
Oh wait, why stop is up here?
When yeah, but you're not connected to that one because it's not highlighted with white letters.
Oh. Okay. So I go back?
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's see if the light goes on if you hit the green button.
There we go.
Oh, hang on. Green button.
Yeah,
Oh, damn it.
press
Oh, sorry.
red.
Play.
It-
I played.
it's- yeah.
Okay, play. No.
No, nothing.
No.
Can you see in the line diagram?
Oh,
behind it?
sorry. Yeah.
Maybe you can see.
Put this down. Menu.
Yeah, the latch is not closing. Does this say what address we have to put the latch on?
No, it doesn't. Should we give Clarence a rep, or should we just try and figure it out?
What is the latch? Would go on if that one goes on? We can give it something and then just see if it goes on.
We've only got half an hour left. I say we call Clarence and we try and
All right,
move ahead of this.
I'll hop in there.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's call it something.
Did he say what lab he wants us to finish up to?
6.
Just 6. That's it.
This one.
Oh, okay.
He said if we do this, we're good.
Yeah.
So.
Oh shit! Then you had more ones for that. Oh, that's hard.
All right.
All right. Let's look at what's going on here. Okay, so we have 5, 8, 9. Okay, so I can see right now that I9 is true, right? So you're always driving this to be unlatched. So I don't know if you remember when I said this in class, but if you open your factory IO, you probably have that assigned to a stop button. So if you open factory IO.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Now remember, a stop button is wired normally closed. So if you're going to do that, you've got to change that to an examine off instruction, or don't use a stop button. Use the reset button. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right, because it's wired normally closed. So you're always driving that thing to be reset.
So we can just
So
drag
jumping-
reset to I9 and hit disconnect and reconnect.
Okay.
Yeah, it should
That way?
return. Yeah, it should. Well, hang on. Let me.
Okay. I can go back. Sorry, I'll go back.
No. It might be right. I just didn't have time to
Oh,
see.
sorry.
Okay, so
Oh, sorry. Damn it.
yeah,
Play.
you gotta run it. You gotta run it there.
Yay!
There you go. All right, looks good.
Thanks,
They
Frank.
scored a goal.
Yeah. All right.
Is that how the hockey one works?
Just like that. Just like
Oh
that.
shoot! I can't stop it.
Oh, it's the reset button, so it's the orange one or the yellow one.
Oh, there. Ooh, thank you. That's
Something
cool.
so simple.
He shoots his
Alright.
scores. Ah. Okay. Whew.
All right, one more, and then we're done.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just add on more runs on the next one, right?
Pretty much,
One
I
shot.
believe. Oh, there's one shot in this thing. What the fuck of that is?
What the hell? The one shot.
Yeah, off one shots, on one shots.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, I'll just make that big one in the bottom. Should I just make that big one in the page? What page is this? 11.
Page 11.
For me, it's page 7.
For me, just page 7.
Yeah.
I know, but like green's for like this page 7 is that just a single on button, the ONS, and then one shot, right?
I only
And
have up to page 9.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on lap 5. Shit, damn it! What am I doing stupid?
It should be like 4 rungs.
Okay, I'll add I stop this then. That's,
Yeah.
fine. And then add another rung.
I think page 9 is a lot easier to look at.
Okay, there, add
It's the
rung.
same diagram.
Oh yeah. Yeah. At least you can fucking read this one. A lot better. Wait.
Which one are you on? Page 9?
Page 9, yeah. That
Yeah,
one
just
has a
page 9
diagram
and
that's
9.
easier to look at.
That has the it's blown up one, yeah.
Sorry, this one here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll make that one. Add in a ONS. Whoa. How do we do ONS? Where's that one?
Maybe if you scroll down, you see how it's on favorites? Maybe there's something else. Like there's add-on, alarms, bits. I think if you maybe scroll to the left or the right, maybe there's more.
Timers.
Or not.
Inputs. Here. Like a search thing. Just type in ONS, it'll pop up.
Yeah.
No. ONS. Nothing. Miscellaneous. ONS. Unless you have to label it ONS inside the bracket somehow. Or...
I don't know how you do that.
Just guessing here.
Here, let's go back here.
Oops.
Does the
Still nothing.
instructions even say? Let's see. Says there's a one-shot instruction.
Indicated by
Nope. HDMI. Yes. And that's it. Advanced. Nope. This. Nope. I think that's it. Ocean.
Oh, the ONS instruction is in the bit palette.
Bit.
Yeah.
Go back. Bit. Okay. And where is it?
That's not in there. Oh, you're on the
Not in
alarm
there.
one. You're in the
Oh.
alarm.
one more over.
Sorry, one bit. Sorry. ONS. There it is.
There she is.
Wait. Another ONS here. Gotta change all those. Change that one to on. ONS 1 and ONS 2. Oh, I guess I gotta add that on the controller tag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta take the latch out. Take this latch out. Okay, where's the... Oh, one shot, just a regular one. So, it's gonna be... Oops. Damn it. And then one down here. And take this latch out. Add a... I don't know what that's gonna be. And latch. Oh shoot. Okay. Take this one out. When I'm adding in, match, have that already. And then another match. Okay. And the contactor, oops. And contactor. Okay, sweet. Now I just gotta add in the one shot.
The second rung that you have there, rung number 1, it's a XIO, the one with the slash in it.
This one? Oh, shoot, this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oh, this is on. On there. Okay.
So now you go with the
controller
controller tags.
tag. Okay, adding in.
All right.
On shot. On one shot.
Yeah.
One shot.
There you go.
Cool. Okay. And what am I missing? NGT. NGT. One shot. Cool. Okay. And
I guess ONS1 and ONS2.
okay. ONS1. Oops. Cool. Oops. Damn it. ONS2.
They don't say what numbers we should be using, like for inputs and outputs. So I guess you could just put whatever number you want.
Okay, sure. So I1. We can make, which one do you want to make I1? The one shot?
One of the one shots. So there's the
Sure.
on one
That's
shot
right.
and the NGT one
Oh yeah,
shot.
that's right. I1 will be that one. I'll go I2. And this one will
Yep.
be 2. Okay. And the ONS as well?
And I think the latch needs one now. Maybe. Yeah, I think the latch needs one.
Okay, I'm gonna make that I3. Cool, latch. I3. And
The
how about the
ONS
ONS?
Do those ONS needs any?
I don't know. Anybody?
Sorry, what was that?
Does the ONS need a like its own name and alias?
Oh, I don't know. On you're in the book or whatever, it doesn't really give you much.
Yeah, we're kind of making up our own. It doesn't say in the books.
Yeah. Well, they're just they're coils, right? The one shots and
Are they cool?
Maybe maybe we could try without and see if it works.
Sure.
If it doesn't work, we'll put something on it.
Sounds good. One-shot coil on the screen appears. Okay.
All right, I guess we could try turning it online and see if there are any X's.
Okay. And let's go here. Yeah.
Okay.
Just have
Yeah.
to,
Oh,
have
you
it pull it
have to
out.
put those on first.
Sorry, what was it?
That's ONS1.
Oh, that's one. Oh, ONS one. And this one was ONS one shot. Okay, this was
Cool.
NGT. Oh, T one shot. This was ONS2. ONS2. ONS one shot. On NGT. Oops. Okay, now we're good.
That's good.
Let's go online. Big money, big money, big money.
There you go.
Download. Download.
No? Are we even connecting it to the factory I/O?
Yay, green lights.
There you go.
So I can go to factory IO now.
I think so.
And then go F4. Oh, yeah, sorry, hang on. Stop. F4. Disconnect. Connect.
Besides the push buttons, I'm not sure what you're supposed to connect to what.
Oh. Oh yeah. What about the push buttons? So normally open I guess would be the start push button, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that one's I8.
Yeah.
So oh, it's already there.
And then the normally closed push button would be the stop push button on I9.
And I9, right? I9 stop.
Yeah.
I9 stop. Okay, start stop. What was I2 and I1? Hold on. Okay, I1 was one shot. I1 was one shot.
We could put
Which is
the
what?
restart button. We
Oil?
have that.
So which on the reset?
Yeah, the reset button is basically the same as the start button.
For the ONS or?
I have no idea. I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be doing. So.
What's ONS supposed to be doing? Coil.
Because on the instruction it doesn't say what we're using in the factory I/O.
Call in the teacher. See ONS1, ONS2, 3 would be.
I think we're just using this Logic's this RS5000.
We're not using the. Oh, okay.
And then we're
There's
just
no-
like triggering the stuff from there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I don't see any factory IO in the PDF.
Yeah.
On the far right side on page 8, it says there's like a strobe light on there too.
Is there?
Like it's a functional on the functionality
Oh, on the
testing,
bottom, yeah. I see.
right?
All the way in the bottom, right? Strobe light.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
no.
so.
Oh no, never mind. Look at it wrong.
One
You said 8? Page 8?
on page 8, it says one shot functionality.
All right.
Hey, Clarence.
Yep. How's it going?
We're just trying to figure out what we attach our tags to here, because we got the our ladder here, but
Yeah.
we need to connect it up to factory IO.
Yeah. So I'm not sure this is going to work. Is this the group I talked to a little earlier that said they did it this way and it worked as far as setting your?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I talked to a group that said they made their tags like this, like you made them, and it worked. So I'm not convinced it doesn't work, but it's not how I would do this. So what you want right now is you see on PB.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, let's fix a couple things up here. Okay, so let's go offline for a second.
Offline.
Yeah. Now that on one shot, that output instruction right there. Go to your right, all the way to the end of the line. Yeah, that on one shot. You've assigned that to input 1, but in reality, it's just an internal bit. So we're going to go clear all of those assignments out, except for on push button and off push button. So go to controller tags.
Okay.
Go edit tags, which you've already got.
Yeah.
And now see where it says latch alias for I3. Get rid of that. It's not an alias for anything. It's just an internal bit. No, you got to get rid of the whole thing. Delete. Yeah, there you go. On one shot, you got that I1. Get rid of that. Yeah, delete. Okay, off negative going trigger. You get rid of that. Delete. Oh, okay. Now let's go back to the main routine. Now somebody said in a different group that you can assign factory IO an alias. See where you have on push button and you've assigned it to input 8, I8.
Yeah.
Now I had another group say that worked. I'm suspicious of that, but let's go try it. So go to factory IO.
Okay. Oh, you have to go download first online.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Download that. No, don't go on. Yeah. No, don't go online. Download. If you go online, it's going to revert back to what you had.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been doing online all the time.
Oh, does it not revert back to what you had?
No, it just stays with whatever you do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now go to factory IO.
Go.
Now on push button you have start. Okay, hang on before we go on push button, off push button, and you got a warning light. Okay, so go. So you connected it. Okay, so go to your main screen and push and hold the button and see if it works.
Oh, I didn't change anything yet.
Oh, I thought you assigned them.
No, I haven't assigned them yet. No, because we still have I2 and I3 here. And
okay, so let me go. Let's go down and take a look at what your program says, though.
Well, we're not using I2 and I3 anymore because we unassigned them.
Oh, okay. Oh, so the highlighted ones only. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, so you could ignore the I2 and I3.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm back here.
Okay, let's run it and see if anything works. Okay, it's not showing anything what works. Can you drag that screen down so I can see your main screen?
Oh,
no,
sorry.
No. Yeah, just drag it down so I can see. Okay, stop. Okay, on push button. Okay, so, no, that's working. Okay, so on push button and off push button is working, but it's not latching in. Why is it not latching in? So you got on one shot. Okay, so just push and hold that for a second. Push and hold it.
Okay. Holding it.
So you're push and hold it.
Yeah,
okay,
holding it.
So you push. Okay, so you got on one shot. On one shot. Why is that not? Something weird is happening with on one shot.
Is it because of the stop button?
Let's
Do
go
we have to
back.
assign this two together? The on share and
they should be the same thing.
Yeah. So should we make it a I something to make this one go to this one?
No. Okay, so push and hold it again. So just to verify it does work. Okay, so that works. Okay, so let's go to your PLC program and go to one shot. Huh. Okay, go to controller tags. Let me take a look at controller tags. Did you put on one shot anywhere else? Go parameters and local tags. I just want to see if you stuck it in two places.
Parameter.
Yeah, double click there. No. Huh.
Edit tag.
Okay, go to controller tags again.
Controller tags.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Edit tag.
On one shot. Okay, go to your main program. Go to your main program.
Main program, yep.
Yeah.
Should I just toggle it?
No. Just let me think
No.
for a sec. Just let me think. Okay, so if I make that true, that should make it on one shot true. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and toggle it if you want.
Switched.
Oh, I see what the problem is. Okay, you called that latch, but you didn't actually assign it to an L and a U. So see how you got go offline for a second.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, that's my fault. I
see
didn't
what's
make
wrong.
these ones L and U. Okay.
Yeah, those have to be L and U, and then it should work.
Okay. Try that again. Go offline.
All right.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That one's a L. Sorry, guys. My fault.
No worries. We were
Oh, no,
watching
it's
and
all
we didn't
good,
see
yo.
it.
Latch. I miss things like that.
Yeah, we were all watching and we didn't even see it. So
Yeah, we missed the same thing. So.
Okay, there. Right? L and U.
yeah, let's try it again.
Okay. I'll try download. Big money. Oh, sorry, yep. Yeah.
There we go. Green bean.
IO.
All right, so now you need to disconnect and reconnect.
4. Connect. Reconnect.
Let's try the push buttons
Okay.
again.
Okay.
There you go. Light comes on.
Is something else supposed to happen, or that's it?
Let's see. Functionality test.
Is it not supposed?
for-
Maybe it's not supposed to be on the stop button. Is that why? That's why you
It's
had to,
probably the
hold
same
on
thing,
to
just
it?
in a different way. Associated with the outlets and the tag contactor is associated with the output OS. OC. Out. Program instruction. Control power flow. Oh, sorry. I can bring this down so you can see the thing here.
I think we want to see that the
Latch is on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So latch works.
yeah, there we go.
There you go.
I want to see it
So
just come
which two
on and on.
programs instructions allow the power flow?
Yeah, and then when the light goes off, the latches let go, become false.
So
And that was it.
let's quickly answer the
Couple of these
questions.
questions. Yeah. We got 5 minutes, and then we domed off all the labs we're supposed to.
Yep.
Here we go.
Six.
So a latch relay used in particular RS Logic's ladder routine is given the tag fault latch. How many coils with the same name could be expected to be found in the program?
Is there 2?
Is that just the 2 latches right there, the latch and unlatch?
Yes, 2. Latch and unlatch. According to the book. According to the book, that's what you're right. It's 2. Latch and unlatch.
Okay. So number 2, true or false? Latch relay coils have a built-in undervoltage protection.
That's would be true in the book.
Okay.
And then the one after that is also true as well.
Large number of examiner files driven by 1 latch relay. So it's true?
So
I think that's true, right? Number 4.
Yeah, I think you said true, right, Sebastian?
yeah.
Sweet. And then the latch relay bit that pertains.
It's bool. I believe.
Bool?
Yeah, bool for that other one.
Ooh,
Okay.
they come back being bool.
So number 6, which 2 program instruction allows control power flow before the press button pressed?
Examine if off, on push button, and examine if off latch.
Yeah, okay, so the 2 that are green on the ladder right now, right?
So before the button is pressed. Yeah.
So you said
Yeah, so push button, the on push button, and the latch. Yes, that's right.
okay, true or false? If the push button is pressed and held, the latch relay bit will set. True.
That one's true. That one's true.
Next one's true.
Yeah. And then the next one is false after that. And then the one after that is true.
What? Number 10?
Yeah, so it's gonna be true, false, true. 7, 8, 9, true, false, true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
10, on push button and contactor. So when I press it, on push button and contactor, yes. But I thought latch is also on too. See, the latch is on too. Wouldn't that be part of it?
Yeah.
But the book only says 2 things. On button and contactor. That's weird.
Well, I guess the book is right. I don't know.
The book is always right.
Yeah.
The book is
Most of the time.
No, BCIT, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time.
All right.
How do you like jam apples?
There we go. We finished with time left. See, and you were worried that we weren't going to do it in time, man. You learned how to do it and Chrome Dog too.
Oh yeah.
See?
I think I've done more today than I've done any other day.
Golden.
Thanks again, guys. You guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you.
It's probably the best
Yeah,
group
thanks for
been
doing
so
it. Oh, fuck.
Don't tell everyone else.
Don't tell anyone how lazy the rest of us were.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
it. I think this is the most helpful group so far. Don't tell anybody else.
Oh no.
At one point, I had to get out of one of my groups because no one's doing anything.
Yeah, that's tough when nobody's talking and then it just
Yeah.
goes nowhere.
So I couldn't learn anything. I was like, oh, anybody know what they're doing?
The first group we
Like
were
nobody
put
said
into-
anything. Like, I was like, what the hell?
The first time Clarence put us into groups, I don't remember if it was the first time or the second time. No one said anything. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I'm doing this on my own then. So I did it on my own for like an hour and a bit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, I told when the first time happened, I told the what's the teacher, and I was like, yeah, that's not what's supposed to happen. He's like, everyone's supposed to be talking and doing things together. I'm like, yeah, well, it's not happening.
that's not how it's working, yeah.
He's like, yeah. And then he said after lunch he was gonna tell everybody like what it's supposed to be like,
Yeah.
but he never did.
Yeah,
So-
I know. I remember him saying that, and I was like, "Oh,
It was until the next day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
not too bad. Most groups are willing to say something. It's only just that, like, those 2 groups that I've been in. That's not too bad. 2 out of 5 groups.
at least it randomizes every time, so then
Yeah.
you kind of get a mix, so you don't get stuck every time. It's a quiet group.
I gotta remember this. Be in the group with Martin and Gabriel.
Yeah, and you want Milan. Milan will run you through the shit, yo. Straight up. The first 2 labs or first couple, I didn't have to do barely anything because he would just like and take control of that shit. That was sick.
And who was that earlier helping me too?
That was Milan.
Milan, yeah, he's good too.
Yeah, he's good with this shit.
Where'd he go?
Remember, be in group with Milan. Got it.
He just left not long ago.
Oh.
Yeah, he's probably like, I already know all this shit. This is nothing for me. He just took off. He's probably on board, and he's probably the one on like lab 9 or 8.
Oh, yeah,
something
yeah.
right now.
I don't know how you guys stay awake at all. Like, I don't even know when I fell asleep.
Oh.
And then when I woke up, I was like, oh, it's a blank white screen telling me to join a group. I was like, oh shoot, how far did you guys go?
Well, at least you woke up, you know?
I don't even know. I don't know what woke me up, but something woke me up.
Maybe it's my chimes.
Yeah, straight.
Might be.
The laundry machine chime.
It's definitely the times. Now these groups, at least they help me stay awake because I'm actually like talking and stuff.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
same here.
All right,
Yeah,
break
no,
room
that's
closing.
Oh, there's the chime.
No, we're back.
And there's your chimes.
All right. I don't think there's many of us left here, so I guess we can take a break for the weekend. Unless does anybody have any questions or?
Nope, today's been a very productive day for me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good. So I'll check my emails periodically. If anybody has any questions, I generally respond within a few hours, depending on how late in the day it is. All right. Have a good weekend.
Okay,
You
see
too.
Have a good weekend.
See ya.
Bye.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Yeah, you as well. Take care.
Thanks.
You are currently the only person